won't be until the 24th, and there's 6 of those to be taken. Hello. How can I help you today? Okay. So a nice shirt, formal, but nothing too sophisticated. Alright. We can... Sometimes it's, even if you don't have a particular social event planned, it's nice to have a backup shirt, that shirt in place that should you be foolish enough to agree to attend any kind of social gathering, I know exactly how you feel. And it's nice, it's encouraging, it's comforting to know you have a shirt that suits and fits the occasion. Now just from looking at you and color of your hair, your eyes, body composition, I already have a couple of shirts in mind that I think will work really well. But we don't take any chances here. Now, I am the owner and chief tailor, so I'd like to spend a couple of minutes to get you measured, so we have not just the right shirt, but the perfect shirt for you. Okay? It won't take too long, and then I'll present you with a couple of options, and you can make your decision from there. Could I ask what your budget is, please? Okay. Right. If we were to go a little bit lower and a little bit higher, shall I include those options as well, or just within the parameters? Okay. No problem. Now, I'd like you just to stand with your shoulders relaxed, your arms at your side, and I will get you measured up. Have you had a measuring before? Okay. Do you remember what your size was? Do you know what? Even if you knew it, I would still insist that we measure again. Our bodies go through changes all the time. You know, myself especially, I go through these phases where I'm exercising for a day or so. I'm eating stringently and healthily. Also lasts for about a day or so. And then I'll go through periods, like the last 30 years, of eating whatever I want. Okay, we're going to measure shoulder to shoulder first. And it makes no difference whether I measure in inches or centimeters. I can convert both. Okay, again, just look straight ahead for me, please. Arms by your side, and just breathe normally. Again, this is shoulder to shoulder. Okay. Now this time, I'd like you to stand with your arms out to the side, completely outstretched, almost as if you're making a star, but keep your legs together, please. And this is called the wingspan. If you could just pinch that with your fingers, please. Good. Very impressive wingspan, no less. Alright. Now I'd like to measure the chest, and I will stress the importance of breathing normally. Do not try to draw your chest in. There's no judgment to be made here. Only sophisticated tailoring. Just wrap this around you. Okay, now this will just meet in the middle. Okay. Again, do breathe normally, please. All right. Good. Good. Now I'd like to measure from the shoulder to the end of each arm. We have the overriding wingspan, but quite often you'll find people with a couple of centimeters difference between each arm, and obviously all our shirts are tailored. So if we need to make one sleeve a little bit longer, then we can. Now I'd like you just to hold your arm down by your side here, please. I'm just going to step to your side from the highest point of the shoulder. Just take this down here. Alright, good. I will do the other side. Again, from the highest point of the shoulder to the very tip of the finger. Alright, good. Good. Okay. If you could actually, tell you what, turn around from me for but a moment, and I will measure the shoulder blade. Shoulder blade. Good. Very good. Good. Okay. Now, we're seeing formal, sophisticated, but not... Oh, did you intend to wear a tie or a bow tie, perhaps? No, okay. Right, let me get the collar size. I'm just gonna pop the tape measure, it's a little bit cold, around your neck. We don't always need the neck measurement, but our collars, all the shirts we'll be previewing today have collars. Some in different shapes, different fashions, but since they are all collared, we like to make sure that the collar sits resting against the neck with just a little bit of leverage once the top button is undone. Okay? Perfect. Let me see if I remembered this right. Chest. And shoulder blade to shoulder blade. Okay. Now I'm going to take your hip, your waist measurement, which we don't traditionally do, just for shirts. However, depending on the kind of fitting you want the shirt to take, you might want it quite tight across the stomach, or you might want it quite loose. Slim fitting is usually my recommendation, but never skinny. I don't advocate skinny shirts, I'm afraid. I don't care how big the guns are. I'm not buying a ticket to that show. Okay. Again, I encourage you to breathe normally here. We take the waist measurement. Again, please do breathe normally. Good. Very good. Okay. Now what I'll do is, I'm just going to pump to the side in our storeroom, see what we have in your size. I'll take out some tester shirts. Obviously the shirt you'll be buying will be boxed and be entirely brand new. Okay. Do you have a preference on fabric? Okay. No silk. Understandable. I don't blame you. And again, I'm not a huge advocate of silk shirts myself. I do have a little bit of silk in some of my shirts, but again, I don't have a penchant for the dramatic. Some people do. Some people want to make a very loud statement when they're walking into a room. I like to be a little bit more conservative with my approach, that when one of my clients walks into a room, I want them to be feeling confident. And quite often, depending on how we feel about our clothing, can quite often and very regularly determine how our initial interactions go with new people. If we feel confident, we think we look good, it's almost as if we can hide behind the clothes. Clothing is almost a suit of armor for us, especially in modern day society, where unfortunately we are very quick to judge people on not only how they look physically, but how they're dressed. And with one of our shirts on your back, you are leagues ahead of the competition already. Okay? Now, bear with me but a moment, and I will find something for us. No, that doesn't work. Oh, yes, I like that. I like this. This. And this. No. No silk and white. Okay. Alright. Okay, I have 5 shirts for you today. The first is a little bit below your budget, which is good. 3 preceding are inside your budget, and the 5th is a little bit outside your budget, but I think you're going to like it. Okay? Let me start with the first shirt. So this is the cheapest that we offer. Now this is a Playful polka dot shirt. This is probably one of the loudest shirts that I'll be previewing for you today. It's cotton fabric. All 5 are cotton. Now, this might not be our most premium shirt, and the cotton might not be entirely Egyptian, but it will sit very well on the shoulders. The little stag is the only emblem and detailing out with the polka dot. Now, the polka dot is actually a white and blue, not just the white that you'll more commonly see, or the red on white, which is more common in dresses. But what to note about the shirt, the blue and the white will catch your eyes a little bit, accentuating but not overstressing the point. Alright? Again, this falls below your budget. It's a nice shirt, short sleeved. It feels like a quality shirt, but it doesn't feel executive. I don't want to misrepresent. I encourage you to have a try. Okay, potential. I'll put it to the side. Okay, what do we have next? White shirt. Now this is almost like a party shirt. It's busy, but not too busy. Again, this isn't Egyptian cotton, but it's very well made. The sleeves can be rolled up from a full to 3/4 to a short sleeved shirt. Having that variety and that flexibility is always nice in a shirt. The lion emboss with the Pegasus and on the reverse. And I really like the reverse of this shirt. It's a heritage shirt. And again, this on the back, it prevents the shirt from screaming at people because it is on the back. It also means that as you walk away to buy somebody a drink, they're looking at you and it immediately catches the eye. It's a fantastic shirt. Sell quite a lot of these. Again, it's inside the lower side of your budget. Collared, white with the grey trim. Again, comes as long sleeved, but thanks to the little pins here, it can be pinned back. Potential. Okay. A preference between the first two. Alright. It's fair. Now, the remaining three are entirely Egyptian cotton, and the final shirt is a Egyptian or Serum cotton, or Serene cotton, which is, again, traditionally very expensive. So this is our signature range. Navy shirt, deep navy, and the feel of our premium cut. That Egyptian cotton has different texture. It even sounds different. You can hear it. Now it has a deep richness to the color. It's the loudest quiet shirt you'll ever see somebody wear. If you walk into a room with a bit of confidence with this on your back, you will be drawing eyes. I guarantee it. It doesn't need anything else. It doesn't need the tie unbuttoned at the top. Second button must be buttoned. No cufflinks, something to note, and long sleeved. No detail on the back. It's a navy shirt that sits really well. It's regular fitting, it's not slim fitting, it's something to note, but it is part of our signature premium collection. And this just is about the very top end of your budget. Okay? Possibility? I had a feeling you might say that. Alright. Now we have two to go. The next shirt is your entire budget, which is entirely your prerogative, how you spend your money. This is, I would say it's my favorite shirt. I own this shirt, and I've worn it. And again, this is part of our signature collection. And it is as blue as it looks. Now, it's not considered electric blue. It's not fluorescent. It's not going to, again, it's not going to scream when you walk into the room, but it will. It will draw stares. It is the premium Egyptian cotton. It's a slim fitting shirt, long sleeved, no cufflinks. Again, the touch of the cotton, premium, the finish, perfection. It's a beautiful shirt, and I think from what we've seen so far, this is what you're looking for. That is, of course, until I show you the final shirt. But as I said, this does max your budget, and I think you would look fantastic in any of these shirts. And I really do mean that. Okay? But it does sit very well. The collar is quite long, quite thick. Alright. Now for the bank busting shirt. Now, I don't have to show you this, and I'm loath sometimes to show items of clothing out with somebody's budget, because the last thing I want to do is put them in a difficult scenario, a difficult situation. But I'm going to show you it, and I like you. You have a very friendly and kind demeanor about you. So I'm gonna do you a deal. If you like it, I will offer you this shirt at the same cost as the prior at your max budget. It falls a good 30% north of that. And in fact, I sell you this shirt, I'd be selling it at cost. I might even be losing money, but I really like you, and I understand that natural inverted nature. Have it too, okay? This is our finest Italian fabric. Long-sleeved, grey check shirt. Material is unlike anything you felt before. You could think it's almost silk, but it doesn't shimmer like silk, and it won't make you sweat or feel uncomfortable. It's slim-fitting, but so flattering. Now, this shirt in particular, just outside of Milan, there's a small town called Lejuno. And Lejuno plays host to arguably the most sophisticated and most well-established tailor and shirt maker in the world. Lejuno have crafted some of the most sophisticated and prestigious shirts on earth. They've been creating shirts for over 100 years. I think they're in their 110th year. All of their cotton is 100% Egyptian or Sumin. The finest materials go into making this shirt. And usually, yep, you can just have a look at that. The Lejuno trademark. If you see that tag on a shirt, you know it's outstanding. You couldn't wear this shirt and fail to impress. Now, what makes this shirt so impressive isn't its price. It's not absurdly priced, but it's the craftsmanship. It's hand-tailored. It has a feel, almost a delicacy, almost a delicateness to it that just screams perfection. It doesn't even scream it. It radiates confidence. But it has a humble quality. The charcoal grey with the cloud grey. It isn't bold, it isn't in your face, but it's prestigious. It has a beautiful touch and a fantastic finish to it. If you had to pick one shirt from the 5, especially because I'm now giving you it at cost, it would be our Lejuno Italian fabric. But, and I stress, I think you would look quite dashing in all 5. Arguably not at the same time, but even the first shirt, again, while not being Egyptian cotton, I think it would sit very well on you. But if I had to choose, it would be the blue, 100% Egyptian, or the Lejuno. From an investment perspective, the Lejuno makes sense because we only have one left, and I wouldn't be surprised if somebody sees this hanging out as the test shirt and asks to buy it once they realize we have none in stock. I've seen it before with Lejuno shirts. You wouldn't be the first. Luckily, you have one left, and they won't be the last. It's a beautiful shirt. What are we thinking? Of course. You sure? Final choice? Again, I'm entirely independent here. I while I might own the store, my first primary concern is equipping my client with the right match for them. And we don't stock a shirt here that I wouldn't wear myself. Okay? We keep very limited stock of every shirt. So you never see us with a sale on trying to get rid of something because everything sells very quickly. Alright. Again? Okay. Sure. I'll mark you down. Now we have 3 left in stock, I think. We'll have one tweaked a little bit for your arm length. All adjustments are entirely free of charge. If you can come back in tomorrow, it'll be ready by midday. We can get you to try it on, and again, if there are any further adjustments that I think you need or that you want, we'll get that arranged for you. Alright? Again, that is not a problem. And let's say you come back in a week's time, or 2 weeks' time, and you've been eating a lot of cake, a lot of pizza, and you're like, well, this shirt used to fit. We'll make the adjustment free of charge. And that's a lifetime offer. Providing you own one of our shirts, and it's one of our shirts you would like to alter, we'll do it for you. Alright? Good. Okay, I've got a note of this. Bear with me 2 seconds and I'll get your receipt written up. And my name is Matt, your principal tailor. Thank you so much for coming by today. We really do value every customer, every client, and believe me when I say we have nothing but your very best interests at heart. Is there anything else I can help you with? We do have an extensive suit collection, and if you want to come back tomorrow to pick up the shirt, we can also measure you up for a suit that could complement the shirt, or something entirely different. Maybe it's purely for work purposes or interview needs. Or maybe you just like to know again that you have a shirt in the wardrobe that if you need to pull out of the closet, it's there. That's something actually that can be quite common. We can find that people, they don't have anything planned, but if they have an interview, they suddenly have to attend it. Materializes out of almost nowhere. They don't want to have that rush of, I need a shirt, I need a suit. So, again, I look forward to seeing you tomorrow, or your earliest convenience. Okay? Yeah, if you just head to the till with the receipt, we'll get you paid up. Come back in to collect. And again, if any adjustments are required, entirely free of charge. I'd like to, again, thank you for coming in today, and I hope you take care. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and I look forward to seeing you when you collect your shirt. Thank you so much.